So today I'm going to introduce you a summation. So this is considered the sigma symbol, what you see right here, right? So today I'm going to teach you the summation part of mathematics. This is very useful in algebra 2 or say 11th grade, right? So let's go ahead and solve this mathematical question or whatever it is. So right now we have n equals 7, we have 20, and we have 3n plus 2. So if you're trying to recognize what is the summation symbol for, so this is as if we're going to tell where we're going to start, and we're going to list the terms up to 20. So what I'm trying to say is that summations, think of it as a sum. It's adding all the numbers. But first of all, let me introduce you the bottom part here. So I said n equals 7. So what you're supposed to do is that you're going to substitute 7 for n, and then we get 23. And in the same way, we're also going to substitute 8, we're going to substitute 9, we're going to substitute 10, we're going to substitute all the way to 20, right? And we can do this by doing 7 plus 2, right? Then plus 3, 8 plus 2, right? 3 times 8 plus 2, right? And all the way to 320 plus 2, right? So this is here. So this is what the summation symbol is. So 3, 7 plus 2. Then we're going to substitute 8 all the way to 20 for n. And we need to add all that together, and we get our final amount. And there's a good way to do this. We don't really have to do it in that type of way. We can also do it in a very much easier way, I guess, right? So wait a second. I'm gonna put my marker. Yes. So if you want to look for an easier way, I'll first have to talk about subtracting, adding numbers, and all that, I guess, but it's okay. So right here, what we can do is that we can subtract, we can do 20 minus 7, so we can do 20 minus 7 plus 1, right? And we know 20 minus 7 is 13, right? 13 plus 1 is 14. So 14. And now what we can do is that we can now substitute 20 for n now, right? It will be 60 plus 2 is 62, right? So substituting 20 for n, it will be 60 plus 2, which is 62, plus, now we substitute n for 7, it will be 21 plus 2, which is 23. So now we have 23. So now what we can do is that we can just do it in a more simple way. We don't really have to do 14 times this and the sum and then divide by 2. We can just do this. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. Right? And 62 plus 23 is 85. So it'll be 85 times 7, which is known as it's not 5, I'm just thinking right now. 59 3 56 595. And you can still do it in this way too. For example, we can also do 85 times 14 divided by 2, 85 times 14 divided by 2, and it gets 7 times 85, which I just did right now, actually. Or you can do this, we can use Vedic mathematics. So if you don't know what Vedic mathematics is from Vedic literature, we can do this where, 0, 8, and 4 times 5, which is 20. Then we have 32 plus 5, which is 37, and we get 0, we have 9, we have 11, so 1,190 is what we have. So it would be 1,190 divided by 2, which is known as 5 on 95, right? And this matches our answer here, so it would be 595. So this means that, so when you substitute to n equals 7 of 3n plus 2 all the way to 20 for n, and then substitute it for 3n plus 2, and if we add all that together, then we get 595 for this question. So this is what summation is. Summation is the sum of where you put the values of n all the way to a specific number, which is basically on the top, right? And then we add all of it, right? So we just substitute, all right? We start from here, then substitute all the way from there and onto this expression, and then we add all the numbers, you know. So we get the total, and that would be the answer. So this is what basically what a summation is of mathematics, actually. And the more simpler way you can do it is just 20 minus 7 plus 1. You can also do it this way. For example, 20 minus 7 is 13 plus 1 is 14. I forgot to tell you this. I can do like 20 plus minus 6. 20 minus 6 is equal to 14. Either way, this is actually a more better way you can do this. So this is basically taught in pre-calculus, or you can say in like algebra 2. Which is actually basic 11th grade, or you can just also learn this too in geometry, you know. And you'll learn this in calculus if it's talking about like net areas and stuff. What I mean is like the area under the curve, which is basically like integration part. And I might talk about integration quickly soon on my channel. So please subscribe. I have to make money. Bye and have a good day.